Hello, so sorry I'm a few minutes late. I went to go get my mini catalog and it was downstairs. So I had to run downstairs real quick like. Hey Stephanie and Ann, thanks for popping on. Well, tonight we're going to be doing a really fun card that uses the Love and Courage stamp set. So let me go ahead and flip my camera down and we'll do the housekeeping in a little bit. Okay, so it's Kathy the Backyard Stamper, and my camera is looking a little weird. Okay, I think that's all right. Let me just adjust real quick. Oh, there. It was a little bit like tipped. There. That looks better. It looks like this was like on a slant falling off my table. Okay, so hi Cindy and Ann and Susie and Stephanie. I appreciate all of you being here. Okay, we're going to use tonight this beautiful Love and Courage stamp set. I love this set for many reasons, but one of them is friends don't let friends fight cancer alone. Isn't that just a beautiful statement? It says it all. Hi Debbie and Christina, thank you guys for coming on. So Standing Strong Together is on page 4 of our September to December mini catalog. And these ladies here are Stampin' Up! Employees that have been personally touched by breast cancer. And I think it's just so touching that Stampin' Up! It chose breast cancer as the organization to receive the donation. So the stamp set costs $25, and for every purchase, Stampin' Up's going to donate $3 to the breast cancer organization. I think that's great. Okay, so let me show you the cards that we're going to make, and I am also going to, as a special thank you, anyone that orders the Love and Courage stamp set from me will get a free card kit to make tonight's card. All right, we're going to be using the 2025 to 2027 in color DSP. I like all these colors for sure. Strawberry Slush, Timid Tiger, Darling Duckling, Cloud Cover, and Secret Sea. Love them, but I really like the B-side. This is the pattern we're going to use. This one alternatively would work great as well. So the B-side I love on this paper. The dots and speckles and stripes. Like, look at that. For a dark Secret Sea, this doesn't really look dark. It looks great. And that one too. Could make a jailbird card with that. Sorry. Okay, so that's the paper we're going to use, and here's our card that we're going to make, and it's called a split bridge card. So we made these split bridge cards in our mystery stamping, our team mystery stamping on Monday night. That was a lot of fun. So I decided I would make tonight's card using the split bridge design and do a card. And I also made a vertical option. So we'll make both of them because I just had to do a little bit of tweaking on the measurements to do the vertical one. Whoops. Here we go. So let's start with, let's get our supplies out and we'll tell you what you need. Okay, so this is my scrap white to do some die cutting with. And I've got this is Strawberry Slush, And the ink we're going to use is Strawberry Slush too. And the mystery stamping was so fun, and I love how different everybody's cards came out, and just really inspiring. Okay, so these pieces here are 1 inch wide by 4 inches tall, and you need 4 of those. We could do it. No, not that design. I was thinking the stripes were on that side, but we're not going to do it that way. Okay, and then 1 piece that is 4 inches tall by 2 3/4 wide. And that's going to go there. And then a piece of basic white, 4 by 2 3/4. And then I'm going to have one of these little circles. We're going to die cut the second circle. And then for our vertical card, we've got exactly the same pieces. Oh, and I have a strip of Strawberry Slush to emboss. I don't think I cut that, so I'll have to cut that one. So the vertical card, we're going to use 11 by 4 1/4, and then our strips are 7/8 of an inch, and we need 4 of those by 5 3/8. And then this one is, let's see here, 2 1/8. So the white and the DSP are the same. 2 1/8 by 5 3/8 should be. Yep. Okay. And then this piece here goes across the center. And that is 1 1/2 by 4 1/4. And I think on my sample, I tried it a little wider just to help support the bridge a little bit more. So I'm gonna, since I already embossed the skinnier one, we'll go ahead and do that. Okay, I just gotta grab my Strawberry Slush because I forgot that one piece. Let me grab that. Let's see if this is my piece. Did I put it away as if I was really cleaning up? 5 1/2 by 1 1/2. Look at that. I did. I put it away in my pouch. All right. So other than the stamp set, all we're going to use is we're going to use the stylish shapes. So we got the biggest circle and the third largest. So, yep, the third largest and the largest circle from Stylish Shapes. And I already cut this one out, so we'll go ahead and leave that. And I didn't cut the big circle because I just wanted to be able to stamp the image and make sure that I got it lined up in the circle. Okay, and we're going to use our in color flat pearls, and that's it. So other than some scraps. So let's put this one. I'll make both of them at the same time so that I can totally confuse you guys. Okay, so let's do, hey Kim, how are you? I hope your mom is doing well. I've been thinking about her and sending her good energy. All right, so with the 5 1/2 inch side at the top, you're going to line this up at 1 1/4 on the right side. So 1 1/4, and you're going to bring your cutting blade down to the score line, which is 4 1/4. So you can, there's a little tick mark on the side of the cutting blade. Let me show you that up close. There's a little tick mark on the blade, and then you can just bring it to the measurement there. So that is good, and then flip it and do the same thing on the other side. And if you haven't moved your blade, you can just pop it back down and then go back up. So there's my two panels. And let me just cut this one really quickly. Let me double check my measurement here. On my sample, where'd my little ruler go? I have that little ruler that my friend Jamie gave me to help me remember my name, and that would work if I could remember where I put it. All right, well, I know it's right here, guys. You guys are probably laughing at me. All right, well, let's see. This is 7/8, so I'll just do it this way. This is 1. Okay, I just wanted to double check. So what you want to do is just make sure you've got a good crease in there, which this does, and I'm going to cut it at 1 on both sides down to the score line. And this is if you're doing a vertical card, portrait instead of landscape. Okay, so I've got 2 flaps on that. My trimmer can go away. And then make sure you really burnish that well. And if you do it from the back, it kind of keeps those legs from spreading out. All right, so let's put our things together here. And I'm going to go ahead and apply my strips. And I do have a free printable ready to go. It is going to be right after this video is gone. If you go to my website at backyardstamper.com, it will be ready to rock and roll tonight. Okay, so there's the front of my portrait. Let's do the horizontal. I am going to do this fun fold for my backstage swap. I have to make 10 fun fold designs, and I haven't decided if I'm going to use this stamp set. I might, because I love it. Or if I'm going to use a new one that just came out for November online exclusives. I'll show you the stamp set that I got. Hopefully my mom's on. Hi, Mom. If you're here. I know commenting is always a little challenging for her, but she does like to watch, so I think that's great. Okay, so now I've got my strips on both, and I'm going to go ahead and put my strips on the inside too. So the easiest way I do is just kind of like center it there and just bring it down so you can see where my line is, where the placement should be in between those strips. So I'm just going to go ahead and put one there and there. Hope everyone's having a nice week so far, and I'm going to wait on my white. So I have that like that. Okay, so that one's done. Let me just quickly put this one together. It got really cold here in New Hampshire. In fact, I put the heater out in my greenhouse tonight because we are going to get a hard frost. And it was like 37 tonight, so it's going down probably, I think they said 30 degrees. So I just put inside my greenhouse, I just put the heater on low. It doesn't need to get hot, but I like it to stay at least 50-ish. Can go down to the 40s. It's just lettuce, radishes, and carrots. So all of those are cold crops. Alrighty, so we've got this and this, so we are ready. This is my inside piece, like that. Okay, so these two pieces. So what I need to do is emboss this, And let me do my stamping first so that I can die cut right at the same time. So I have my sunflower. It's really pretty. It's like half and half, half words and then the half. And this part here is distinctive, so it's really beautiful. And I'm going to use Strawberry Slush. So I got my pink sweater on for breast cancer. Probably mash that in pretty good. And I'm going to cut 2 on the same piece of paper. So woo! Pretty, pretty. Now let me see here. If this goes there, let me just make sure. It is going to be close, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see here. I think I'm good. The words have to stay on the paper. That is going to be close. Okay. So pretty. All right, let me just set that aside here and grab my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And if you are interested in getting this machine, this embossing machine, right now you can put it in your starter kit because they're having a special for, there's 2 options. One is to join for $35 and get $125 of product. And I mean, who doesn't have $35? I mean, that is just an insane sale. And then the second way is the $99, which is our normal price, but you would get $189 of product. And that would allow you to put the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine in and still have plenty left over to throw in a bundle or adhesive or whatever else you might need. Let me just make sure that that's gonna, see, I looked on the back and I was gonna cut off part of my circle, so that won't do. I might have to restamp this one. Let's see if that one worked. All right, I think I have to flip that over and stamp on the other side. So let's go over and cut this one. See what I mean about not stamping it first on this one? I really needed to see to make sure that I'm looking at my petals, trying to make sure the top and the bottom petals are in the circle, the words are in the circle, everything looks even. Okay, so we'll do it like that, and we'll just stamp the other side. Okay, so for die cutting, you need your base plate number 1, your thin die adapter number 2, and a base plate 3. Don't mind that this one is really dinged up. It takes a licking and keeps on ticking. And then I need another base plate 3. That one's nice and clear so you can see it. Number 3. Put that right on top of my die. Okay, so let's see how this one came out. Okay, that looks great. All right, so we're going to do that. And instead of stamping on the back, I'm going to just get a new piece because the back overhangs a little bit. And would I be able to see it? Yeah, see, I'd be able to see that I stamped underneath. So that's okay. I'll just go ahead and do another one. And that'll be totally fine. Just grab my stamp out again. Sorry about that. Here I thought I was being so smart. Alrighty, let's try that again. Strawberry slush. Sometimes I try to open it. See, Stephanie, you read my mind. Don't flip it over because I'll be able to see it on the back. Yes, ma'am. All right, let's see if we can do this one. Okay. It would have been fine except that the top and bottom petal was too close. Ooh, I got a little bit of mess on that one. Let's see if that's going to get cut off. I think it will. Okay. So let's do that. And close this up so I don't have a catastrophe. It gets down in those little nooks and crannies. All right, let me bring my machine back up. Like so. All right, here we go. Here we go. That's right, I read your mind. Oh my gosh, this is the thing I love about being a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, is meeting all of you people. Oh my gosh. That's my why, guys, you know it. While I have the machine up here, I'm going to go ahead and emboss my strip with my sunflower. This is an amazing, amazing die. And what I wanted to do is make sure I've got some nice things on the outside because a lot of the center gets covered up. So I think I am going to go with something like that. So I've got petals, and when you do your 3D embossing, you need plate number 4. Just 1 and 4, and that's it. And you always want to make sure your hinge goes in first. Alrighty, let's get this thing out of the way. Alright, get all this out of the way. Oh, what a workout. Oh, that was so lucky. I didn't get my, I got my marks on my paper. Just made the outside of the cut line. So, yay. Yay, yay, yay. All right, let me get rid of all this stuff. Okay, here we go. Look at the texture on that embossing folder. Isn't that gorgeous? All right, let's bring back our cards. Now, on your bridge, what you want to make sure is you only want adhesive here and here. So what I think is most helpful is flip this piece there back so you have just your little legs showing, and then you put that right in the center there. And you want to just make sure you don't put adhesive past the line. So 2 equal signs of tape is all you should need. we go. See what I mean about the design? I wanted it to be on the outside because this middle side's going to get cut or covered. Okay, so that one is done. We're going to put this on with dimensionals. Let me just cut some of these ends up. And I like to just put them on the piece that I am I don't need to worry about it. So we're going to go like so. And pop that. Okay. I'll show you the card I made on our mystery stamping too. That was kind of the inspiration for this card design. All right, so same thing. Push your middle flap back so you got two long legs coming down, and then you can adhere your tape. Now on this one, I'm going to put my two equal signs right next to each other. All right, you know what? I think I need, no, that's going to be all right. A little bit higher than center, just a smidge. A little dab will do ya. Okay, and then I need my dimensionals here. Alrighty. And we'll do that. So, isn't that great? All right, so we're cranking right along here. So now for the next part, I want to put my little circle, and I want to do it so that it's right underneath that. So let me stamp, and we'll do this one as well. So, well, I did something a little different on this one. Because my words didn't fit in there. So let me bring back in my scrap for a minute. Okay, so we got this scrap here. Alrighty. And what I did was I took my strawberry slush and the ribbon, get these out of the way here, and I stamped off the first layer, and that is so that I can stamp right over it again with my second layer. My scrap paper here somewhere. Well, it's so weird that I set it down before I start. All right, we'll just use the back of a flyer. Okay, so I'm going to take my ribbon and I'm going to stamp off and come in nice and light. And the same with this one. Like so. Then I'm going to, let me see how I did this one here. Oh, okay. Then I'm going to come straight on with love right on top. See, by stamping off, it's two-tone, but you can see it really nicely right under it. There. Okay, and then I need my little strip here for this piece. Okay, and then I need my inside. So this is my inside for that one. That's going to go, I'm going to use the same words. Friends, don't let friends fight cancer alone. I love pretty? Okay, and on the inside of my vertical one, where's that piece of white? Here it is. Okay, I'm going to do the word hope, which I forgot to get out. Let me just wash this one off. And the other thing I like about these words is you don't have to worry about if they're straight or not, because with the cursive writing the way they are, it's not going to matter. Okay, so, and then I have my little heart. There. All right, you guys, my stamping is done. Let's put these cards together, and then I can show you my other designs I made with the same style. Okay, I got everything cleaned off, because you know, with strawberry slush it's a little bit like red. It tends to get everywhere if you don't clean up right away. Okay, so let's bring back this one. Goes here. Do you guys think that you will make this layout? It's actually pretty easy, and you get a lot of bang for your buck with the just the way. So the way I did my thing here is I have it so that I know how I want it, and I laid it down in the center of that piece there, upside down, and then I just closed this. Didn't press too hard because I wanted to make sure that my ribbon was straight, and it is. So that card's done. Let's do this one, and we'll bling it up and Winkastella it, and boom boom, it'll be done. Susie says, it always happens when you're being watched. Stamping crooked, getting ink all over where it doesn't belong. Yes. Yes, ma'am. Okay, so I've got my piece there, and I want to do the same thing, so I'm going to, so I've got my love and my ribbon, and what you do is don't flip it like a book, because then it will be backwards. Flip it upside down, and then place it right in the center there, and shut your door. And if it's not straight, see, that one's not quite straight, my ribbon, but I'm not going to move the placement, I'm just adjusting the ribbon part. There. Okay, yay. All right, we're ready to wink and put our gems on. So, let me grab my Take Your Pick tool. Let's see here, I did one. What did I do over here? Oh, okay, I need that one up there. Don't mind me, I'm doing it a little backwards. I just wanted, this says, I just ordered some more of these packs of gems, because I didn't realize I had used all of my strawberry slush. There. So I've used quite a bit, just not so much the Darling Duckling or the orange. I've got to get on it, get some of that bling bling going. All right, and then let's put our Winkastella on. I'm going to be delicate because I did fill this last week. So I'm just going to, when you refill it, just kind of hold your pen backwards a little bit so it doesn't blop all over the place. And then just gently bring it down. Ooh, that looks so good. I hope you can kind of see that sparkle. All right, let's see about this one. So even though at first the strawberry slush comes out really dark, it does lighten up as it's drying. There we go. Oh, so pretty. Pretty, pretty. All right. Oh, I gotta do my part right there. Who was supposed to remind me to do that? All right, let's see here. Okay, this has to be cut pretty tight. And I'll show you why. Pretty tight. All right, and that is because if we put that here, we got to make sure that the door doesn't hit it when you go to open it. So by cutting it tight like that, I can get it so that it looks like it fits right in there. Oops, and you know what? I wanted to dimensionalize that, so we'll go ahead and do that. I'll put my dimensionals right over where I put my tape. So what this is fun about this layout is you get this little hidden door. And when I made my sample for mystery stamping, I just left it plain, right? And then I see when we're showing the cards, everybody put a doodad on the inside. So before I put my pictures into the album, our team album, I added some doodads on the inside. So what I should have done is done it after the door was shut. Hold the phone. There we go. Because I just want to make sure that it's not that close. There. And even though my little F is a little close to the edge because the pink is right next to it, it almost doesn't even show. So there's the vertical option. Love. And you got this little message here, stays on the inside, and hope. And then this one is the same with love and friends, don't let friends fight cancer alone. All right, so that is that. Let me show you my other samples that I made. Let me do some, and then I'll do just a little smidge of housekeeping. All right. So for our mystery stamping, this is the one that I made, and it uses the, oh, what's that paper called? Tags, Christmas tags, and you open it like that, and so I put these little doodads on the inside. And you know what? I got a hitchhiker here on my, oh, it goes over here. How did that happen? Okay, so I've got 'Tis the Season, and then my little poinsettia and wreath, and then Merry Christmas. And then here's one with the same layout using the branching out dies. I love these dies too, guys. And with my little llama friend. Whoops, I forgot to put something there. Merry Christmas. Isn't that so cute? And then this one I just made today, and that uses the Christmas paper, Traditions of Christmas paper, the branching out dies, This is a die cut from the paper. This is Pool Party, and I use my exposed brick, and then a smaller version of the die cut with a this was one of the edge pieces of the flowers, so it's the same arrangement, but the bow was cut off. So I just put the word love across the bottom, and Happy Christmas. And this is Secret C, because see, there's a smidge of Secret C in there. So those are my split bridge cards. Split bridge fold cards. Alright, I'm just trying to arrange them. Get that out of the way. There. Alright, so let me just show you what I've got going on here as well. So right now it's the ultimate time to join, and for $35 you get $125 of product. But so my why is because I love to teach people. I love crafting so much. I mean, whether it's painting, gardening, cooking, I just love crafting, knitting, sewing, and paper crafting. So I love, and I like to share it with others. But what you would get out of this if you join is you are going to get free shipping on your kit. That saves 11%, and a free past paper pumpkin kit. So you get, for $35, you have $90 more in free product, plus another $25 paper pumpkin kit. And then you're going to receive 20 to 25% product discount on all of your future purchases. You will receive early access to new products, which in your starter kit, you will be able to put the November online exclusives that we got to pre-order already. So that's pretty cool. And you get a chance to attend virtual team events like mystery stamping, doing swaps, and then like in person at on stage, we all sit together and cause a whole bunch of shenanigans. And so I hope you will join the fun. You know, there's a lot of benefit for you to join, and it's really about you on this. So that's that. The November online exclusives. I've got two things I can show you from our online exclusives. So this is a new, here's the new packaging, and this is how I'm going to keep my dies together with my stamp set. I'm just going to put a little baby clip at the top, and I've got this friendly foliage, and then the dies are, I think, really neat. The sample in the online exclusives was really nice. So this will cut out the background with these little branches hanging out. This goes right over. It's very paper pumpkin-y. We've had some of these. And then see how the leaf is started here and then it finishes off the side. So I think it's really neat with these. So I was thinking of doing this layout with this stamp set for my on-stage swap. We'll see. I still like the breast cancer, but it won't be October anymore. And so, and then this Valentine Kisses one, oh my gosh, I love this. The sample in the brochure has a little booth. It reminded me kind of Peanuts, and where she's always got her booth for her psychiatric advice. And then, so one of the bears is in there, and then he's trying to sell kisses. So look at how cute that is. XOXO, Anne, that's for you, XOXO. So, and these little birds, don't those remind you of Angie's chicks from Chicken Scratch? So, all right, so that's what two of the things from our online. exclusives that just are coming out in November. And like I said, if you join now, you can add these products to your starter kit. And next Monday, October 13th, Anne just wrote in the comments, XOXO. Next Monday, the 13th, I'll be showing the Craft Your Happy Mail card kit class. This is an online class, and it costs $24.95, which includes the shipping, and you get absolutely everything to make 3 cards. The only thing you don't get are sentiments. But you can stamp those on your own. All die cutting is done for you. The gems are provided. The bows are tied for you, these bows. And everything is scored as well. You can also earn this kit for free with an online order of $60 or more in my Stampin' Up! Store. So 2 ways to get it, but I'll show you the cards next week on Monday. And then I will have a free tutorial. Team members will have be able to get the tutorial for free on my team page, and you can download it at the end of the month. It's not quite done yet. All right, and then like I said, this is the other half of the offer. So it's $99 gives you $189, or $35 gives you $125. So it kind of depends on what you need. If you need big ticket items like the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, then go for the bigger value. If you're already a crafter and you just want to do some of your Christmas shopping for $35, you can load up your starter kit with all new kits that we just got. And I have one of the kits here. I have 2 of the kits here that I'll show you just really quick. Cindy made some really cute cards that she showed me earlier. So these are Nutcracker tags, and it makes, there's like 2 layers. One's the banner, and then one's the Nutcracker. But Cindy turned them into cards, and that's what I had planned for too. So those are fun. That's a $14 kit. And then this one is called Calm and Bright. I haven't even opened this. I'll have to make these up for next week's Craft Your Stash. I love the kits, and hopefully you guys took advantage of the kit sale that we just had. 30% off the kits, or sorry, up to 30% off the kits. Okay, so this one has stamp set, all is calm, all is bright, a nice sentiment of Merry Christmas from our house to yours, and then joy and some little teeny tiny fuss budgety stamps is what I call it. Ooh, and the spot is Lost Lagoon, and these look pretty. Look at these. So they're white on white cards, and then you've got the pink, the Lost Lagoon, and some pecan pie to make these very elegant cards. So I will put these together for you guys next week, or with you guys next week. And the all-inclusive kits always come with a stamping block too, the stamp set and a spot. So I think the price point on this one is $25. But it still has everything you need. Adhesive is included, the ink, the stamps, everything. So it's really a one and done. So like I said, you can load up your starter kit with just kits. I figured it out. You can do 8 of the $14 kits and 1 off of the clearance rack and a pack of dimensionals. And you would fill up your cart at $125. So that's the $14 kits. And what's nice about the kits is they're all cash and carry. So if you can sell them on the live auction sites. You can sell them at craft fairs. You can sell them at work. So they're really great. Okay, you guys, let me come back on and say goodbye to you. So I hope you guys enjoyed tonight. My eye is feeling a lot better So I actually have my regular glasses on tonight. So it was too hard for me to wear only one contact and work on 3 screens of spreadsheets. So, but I go see the eye doctor tomorrow at 7:15 in the morning, so I will be half asleep when I see them. And hopefully they give me the green light to wear my contacts again. So I had scratched my cornea all the way around, so he thinks I had something underneath my contact, and then as you blink your contacts rotate a little bit. So it was a perfect circle, he said. Or when I went to go take it out, I scratched it with my fingernails. I don't know. All I know is it really hurt, and it was red and swollen and very painful. So they gave me eye drops with antibiotic and a little bit of numbing and a week of that, and I feel like it doesn't even hurt now when I blink at all. So yay! And that's what I've got going on. I won't be here on Sunday for my scrapbooking, but I will be here Monday night 7 p.m. to do the craft your happy mail, because happy mail starts with the homemade card. So I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, and please, drop me a line if you have any questions. Thanks, and don't forget, anybody that orders that Love and Courage from me during the month of October will receive a free card kit mailed to you with everything cut for this card I showed tonight. Okay, bye everyone. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, please, and share my video.